Hello, welcome again to our reading of Theocritus. This is Idyll 11, the story of the Cyclops, and we finished last time at line 33, where Polyphemos was describing his rather grotesque features. The next section is really lines 34 to 49. Polyphemos begins to realise he can't do anything about his external appearance, but he has other things to offer. He recognises that love involves active giving on his part, and he lists the material advantages that life would bring to Galateia if she would give up the sea and move in with him. But he still fails to understand that her life really is in the sea. So we begin here, Alhutos toiutos eon bota chilia bosco, ke tuton tokratiston amelgomenos gala pino. Turos du lepe me ut en there ut en opora, u kaimonos arco, tasoi de hupo acthees ir. So, but literally this man being such, so although I am what I am, even though I am like this that is just described, Bosco I tend 1,000 botter animals. Cake for kai ek, and from these amelgomenos, milking them, I drink tokratiston gala, literally the strongest or the best, I think here, the finest gala milk. Turos to ulepe, literally cheese does not run out for me, so there is no lack of cheese for me, neither en there in the summer, uti en opora, nor in the autumn, nor in acro at the depth of winter. Literally when winter is at its height. Tarsoi, tarsos is a cheese rack, so my cheese racks are continually overburdened, that is full to brimming. Dorisdain de hos utis epistemai hodi kuklopon tin, tophilon glucumalon hamai kemauton aedon, palaki nuktos aori, trafo de toi hendeca nebros, passas menophoros kai skumnos tesseras arcton. Utis, now here of course this is a definite little pun here, reference back to the Utis story in the Odyssey, because of course this is the name that Odysseus gives to Polyphemos when asked who he is. He says, I'm Utis, nobody. And of course you know the famous story of that. We get a little bit of this up here too, this ut n, but we get it more explicitly here, since no one among the Cyclopses knows how to sing Hodi in this way. The tin for you, so singing for you, you dear sweet apple, just a term of endearment here, and at the same time, this is from Kai Emauton, singing to you, my sweet dear apple, and at the same time for myself, oftentimes, ori, at an unopportune time. This is the horror hour root, so it's an untimely time, an unreasonable hour, nuktos by night. trapho for trepho. So I'm looking after 11 nebros, accusative plural, fawns for you. Passas, all of them manaphoros. Now, this is a funny word. It means with markings. Well, it's literally wearing collars. The sense here is, I think, there's markings around its neck, and so it's very rare and special and prized. So all of them, perhaps with markings around their neck, and 4 skumnos for skumnus, cubs of bears. Now Allah by itself at the beginning of a line often just means come. Afficuso, from affic this is an imperative, come poth for pros to me, kai hexes, and you will have nothing less. Now we have an imperative here, tam glaukan de thalasan ea poti kerson orexane. This is from ERO, so leave the grey sea. Orexane means to beat noisily upon. It's an infinitive, against the shore. So leave the grey sea to beat noisily upon the shore. Hardion en tontro par emin tan nukta diaxes. This is from that diago we had before, to spend one's time. So you will spend your time, tan nukta, by night, more sweetly in the cave beside me. Enti daphnae tenae, enti radinae cuparisoi, esti melas kisos, est ampelos ha glucacapos, esti psuchron hudor tomoi ha polydendrios aitna, Lucas ek kionos poton ambrosion pro ieti. Tis katon di thalasan ekain kai kumath heloito. So esti for AC, there are daphnae, bay trees, tane for a cane there, and there are radinae, these are cypresses, slender. There are slender cypresses there, and there is black ivy, and there is a vine with the one with sweet fruit. So there is a sweet fruited vine. Now, interestingly, he mentions ampelos with sweet fruit, because at this stage, of course, the Cyclopses don't know anything about wine. So they have the ampelos, the grapevine, but they only use it for fruit, and hence this slightly bit of a pun here. Theocritus is quite often slightly tongue-in-cheek when he writes this. We're meant to feel pity for the Cyclops. We're also meant to have a sort of sense of mockery of him as well. He's got this vine, but he doesn't know how to make wine from it. It's just a fruit. Esti psuchron hudor, and there is cool water, which Etna, with its many trees, pro iati, from pro hiami, sends forth from the white snow. It sends forth poton ambrosion, an ambrosial, or perhaps divine, drink. Tis katon di thalasan, so who, now the main verb is at the end, heloito, who would choose, with the ke, a ka for ke, like an, so who would choose to have the sea and the waves understand in preference tondi to these things. So at this point he says, well, I'm not very good looking, I'm pretty ghastly, but I've got all these things to offer you, all these good things to offer you. And that's the end of this little section of Idyll 11.